Hey guys, Mikey Explains Everything, back again with another video. Last week I gave you guys about top 10 worst movies of 2018. This week, I'm going to give you guys the top 10 best movies of 2018 that I've seen. So, let's get right into the list. Coming in at number 10, I have Black Panther. If I would have done this list in March, maybe even in February, maybe even like June, July. If this was like, I'm giving you my half list of my half like best movies of the half year, like some people do, Black Panther would have been number one. But I had some time. To actually sit with this movie. I had some time to sit with this movie for a whole year, pretty much, and that's how it landed at number 10. I love the cinematography. I love the storytelling. The acting's superb. It's just one problem, is that it's not a Black Panther movie. It's not a Black Panther movie. It's like kind of like the Black Panther gets the shafts in this movie. Like I said, storytelling superb. Great story. Great acting. Great visuals. But it's just not a Black Panther movie. Everybody gets spotlight. Everybody gets shine except the title character. It's like this movie is Killmonger, Dora Milaje, Shuri. Oh yeah, and the Black Panther's here too. Even M'Baku takes over the movie from Black Panther. Like I said, I know you guys are probably thinking I'm shitting on the movie now. I think I'm shitting on the movie. I'm a Black Panther fan. I've been a Black Panther fan since I've been maybe 10 years old, 10 years old. And I read a lot of Black Panther. I read a lot of Black Panther stories. I've seen Black Panther show up in a bunch of other people's comic books. And this is not Black Panther. I might go in depth about what I think about Black Panther, this movie, in another video. I might go in depth about that. I really don't have the time for that here. But hopefully the sequel will be better and show us more Black Panther and more of what the Black Panther can do. But like I said, number 10, Black Panther. It's a good movie, just not a Black Panther movie. Number 9, I got Game Night. Game Night was a pleasant surprise. Game Night shocked the hell out of me at how funny and how good this movie is. It's a great slapstick comedy. It's got great comedic performances. Jason Bateman, Rachel Adams, Kyle Chandler, Jesse Plemons. Oh my god, Jesse Plemons is fucking hilarious as the neighbor cop character. The neighbor cop, he is just hilarious at just how cold and how just stone-faced and how it looks like he's just gonna snap at any moment. He's really fucking creepy, but it's funny as fuck. I like that the black characters are not just stereotypes. They actually have a story arc that has a funny payoff, like a really hilarious payoff. I like their story arc. Jeffrey Wright is in this movie. Jeffrey Wright is for the couple of minutes. He's not in this movie very long. For the couple of minutes he's in it, he's fucking amazing. There's a line. I saw this movie. I've only seen this movie 2 times, really, and both times when Jeffrey Wright shows up, I thought like just the first time I was like, oh yeah, that's funny, because he says a line in this movie that is fucking hilarious. He says a line in this movie that is just balls to the wall, just fucking hilarious. And I laughed the first time, and then I watched it the second time, and I laughed the second time. I was like, that's how good Jeffrey Wright is. Jeffrey Wright's a fucking amazing actor. Probably this Game Night is probably the best like slapstick comedy I've seen in like the past 15 years, I want to say. I might be overrating it, I don't know, but it's the best, from my recent memory, it's probably the best slapstick comedy I've seen way better than Tag. Way better than fucking Tag. If you at home with your lady at night, go to the red box, go to YouTube, whatever, rent Game Night, watch it with your girl. Even if you're by yourself, you can watch Game Night. It's hilarious, man. Just take my word for it. Game Night, go check it out. Game Night at number 9. And number 8, I got Searching. This movie, oh my god, I'm surprised that it's not nominated for any awards, because I really kind of think this movie got snubbed, because I know the Golden Globes are coming up soon. Whenever you watch this recording, I'm actually recording this on the day of the Golden Globes. I'm probably going to watch them tonight. But I really think that this movie should have been nominated for a Golden Globe. Just for the pure innovation. Just for the pure innovation in movie making and storytelling. Because you're telling a story through a laptop. You're telling a story through a laptop. You're telling a story through social media. You're telling a story through an iPhone. I know a couple of other movies did that too, but I think Searching is the best of those movies in recent years, where they started doing like the cell phone movies, and we're gonna do the movies on the internet, like Unfriended and Unsane. But those are horror movies. This is a drama. This is probably one of the best of the internet movies, you might say. Out of all those movies, this is probably one of the best of those type of movies. And John Cho, I've never seen John Cho like this. He puts on a great performance, because remember, this is the dude that came up with the word MILF in American Pie, and he's just playing this serious character, this serious father trying to look for his daughter. His daughter went missing, and this movie is just it's a old school kind of whodunit type of movie for the internet age. That's the best way I can describe this movie. It's a whodunit mystery movie for the internet age. And this movie just takes so many twists and so many turns. When you think you have the whole story figured out, they throw another curveball at you. You're like, oh my god, yeah, this is what happened, and then something else unexpected happens. It's like, whoa, what the hell? I love this fucking movie. I love this movie. There's 7 more movies that are a little bit better than this, but if 2018 was a really lean year, this would probably be a lot higher than it is. But Searching is one of the best is sincerely one of the best movies of 2018. Coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 7, I got Black Klansman. This movie is Spike Lee's return to form. Spike Lee has kind of fell off in recent years, I think. The last movie I kind of liked from him was probably Inside Man. And I didn't really like that very much. I think Inside Man was the last movie I liked from Spike Lee. But this is Spike Lee's return to form, going back to movies like She's Gotta Have It, School Days, Malcolm X, Do the Right Thing. Just going back to that elite movie making that he used to do back in the late 80s, early 90s, up until about the mid 90s. Just that top tier Spike Lee right here. Great acting. John David Washington, Adam Driver is pretty good in there. Topher Grace just fucking steals this movie for me as David Duke. Topher Grace is great as David Duke in this movie. And fuck David Duke, by the way, but he's great as David Duke. But he's amazing in this movie. I love how Spike Lee took a serious story, a true story, by the way, about the KKK and a black police officer named Ron Stallworth who infiltrated the KKK and all this shit. And he infiltrated the KKK and he made it just pretty much satire. He made it satire. He makes the KKK look dumb as fuck. He makes them look stupid in this movie. He makes the KKK look really dumb, and I love it. It's a great movie. Just, if you haven't checked this movie out, check it out. It's great. Black Klansman at number 7. At number 6, I got Creed 2. Very sleeper movie. This is probably the sleeper hit of 2018. I think a lot of people hyped the movie up a little bit too much to where it kind of. I know a lot of people got mixed reviews. A lot of people got mixed reviews about this movie. That's why I kind of call it a sleeper hit, because like it's just there's some people that expected a little bit more out of it, and there's some people that are happy with what they got. I'm one of those people, because I saw because a lot of people thought it was gonna be like, oh, he's gonna kill Ivan Drago and all this shit. They expected. I think a lot of people expected too much for this movie. I think that's why it wasn't very well received. But I loved Creed 2. I thought it was a great movie. Are there like little chinks in the storytelling? Yeah, but I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a great movie. Michael B. Jordan at his best. Tessa Thompson at her best. Felicia Rashad, when you get her, she's good. Dolph Lundgren puts on a great performance as Ivan Drago. Sylvester Stallone as Rocky, of course, great performance. Even the guy that plays Drago's son, who's not an actor, he's not an actor, and he is great with just body language. His body language just fucking tells a story, especially towards the end when you start to feel sorry for him. He brings out an emotion that I would never expect from a dude that never acted. I think this is his first movie, and like he's an athlete in his first movie, and he managed to convey emotion through his body. You know, and he was great in this movie. He was great. I enjoyed this movie. Like I said, there are little chinks in the storytelling, yeah, but I don't want to repeat myself about that. But I enjoyed this movie. Creed 2, number 6. Number 5, I got 8th Grade. 8th Grade is just plain disturbing. It is a disturbing movie about a little girl trying to find herself. It's pretty much this movie's pretty much a coming of age movie, but it's disturbing as shit. It really is. It's just disturbing. There's a scene in this movie that makes me cringe so much. And it's towards the end of the film. Check out the movie, check out 8th Grade. I'm not gonna tell you what the scene is, but there's a scene in this movie that makes me cringe so fucking hard, and I'm just like, it's tense as fuck. And I'm just like, shit. And just check out the movie. I can't really even tell you much about this movie. It's just so disturbing and so cringeworthy in a good way, though. It's very tense, and it's a coming of age movie about a little girl trying to navigate her life. She's going through puberty. She's becoming a teenager. She's going into high school. You know, just dealing with shit that you deal with at that age, and we've all been there. You know, we've all been there. 8th grade is a tough time for everybody. You know, you're leaving from, you're not quite a kid anymore, but you're not quite an adult either. You know, it's a weird time for anybody at that age, and I related to it, but movie's still disturbing as fuck. But, you know, still disturbing as fuck. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Number 5 is 8th Grade. Number 4 is Mission Impossible Fallout. I never expected to like a Mission Impossible movie as much as I liked this Mission Impossible movie. This was an amazing Mission Impossible film for Mission Impossible. I really think this might be the Thor Ragnarok of Mission Impossible, because I love the fact that this movie, that they pretty much just took everything that didn't work. They took everything that didn't work with Mission Impossible, and they threw it away. They took everything that did work with Mission Impossible, and they kept it, and then they put like new elements into it, and that's what made it a great film. Tom Cruise is just a fucking machine in this film. This guy's trying to like become like the American Jackie Chan, I believe. He's just insane with the stunts in this movie. Henry Cavill's a dick in this movie. He's a dickhead in this movie. You got Ving Rhames in this movie. You got Simon Pegg. Those guys are just being Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg. You know, but this movie, just, I was shocked, amazed at how much I liked this movie. I mean, like, as soon as I saw it, immediately, I was like, this is one of the best movies of 2018. I was like, and it shocked the fuck out of me, because I am not a Mission Impossible fan at all. I am not that much of a Mission Impossible fan. I've seen a bunch of the movies. I've seen a couple of the movies, but I'm not really a fan of them. I think the last one I kind of liked was Ghost Protocol. Ghost Protocol is aight, but this one blows Ghost Protocol out of the water. Out of the water, man. This one is the shit, man. This might be the best Mission Impossible movie of all time. That's all I'm gonna say. Number 4, Mission Impossible Fallout. Number 3, I got Blindspotting. Blindspotting is a movie that kind of went under the radar for a lot of people. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about Blindspotting, but this movie is a great movie. It's from the other guy that was in Hamilton. That's not Lin-Manuel Miranda, and it's kind of a hip opera, if you want to say. It's kind of a hip opera. It's got a couple of people from the musical Hamilton in it. They're in here just doing their thing, pretty much. And Blindspotting is such a unique movie that it's hard to explain. It's a hip opera, it's a drama, it's a comedy, it's a hood film, like all wrapped into one, you know, because it's got a little bit of a menace to society vibe to it. It's got like a fucking Carmen vibe to it. It can be funny. It can be serious at times. It can turn around and make you look at yourself. And this movie, one of the things, this movie has one of the most tense, heart-wrenching endings that I've seen in a long time, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, shit made me cry. It was like, I legit cried. Me and my wife were watching this movie, and we both broke down in tears crying watching this movie for the first time. And it was just, cause it's just so heart-wrenching, and he just spoke the plight of the black man. He just spoke the plight of the black man just so, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it, talking about it right now. You know, he just spoke the plight of the black man so eloquently, with just such rage and such anger. You gotta watch it, man. And if you don't cry during that scene, you have no fucking soul, or you're a racist. One of the two. But yeah, man, it's a great fucking movie. I had to put this is top tier filmmaking right here. Blindspotting at number 3. Words cannot explain. You have to see it for yourself, man. Number 2, I got Avengers Infinity War, of course. Avengers Infinity War, probably the biggest movie of 2018. Great fucking movie. What can I say about Avengers Infinity War that hasn't already been said? It's a great movie. You got all your favorite heroes in it. There's nothing I could really say about Avengers Infinity War that hasn't already been said. You know, I can't wait for Endgame. That's all I can say. I can't wait for Endgame. You know, if you've seen Avengers Infinity War, that's all I gotta say. If you've seen Avengers Infinity War, you know. you know, I can't really explain it. I can't really explain the movie as much more than what has already been explained. You know, more than it's already been explained. I can't explain it even more than what has already been explained. That's all I got to say about it. Just, you know, Avengers Infinity War #2. #1 is Sorry to Bother You. That is probably my favorite movie of 2018. I watched that movie a lot in 2018. I think this is probably the most watched movie, and that's why it's my #1, because that rewatch value. I really got to go back to that rewatch value. You know, that rewatch value is key to my list. Because Sorry to Bother You, I watched a dozen times. I've watched this movie a bunch of times. And I keep learning new shit. You know, I keep learning new shit. Lakeith Stanfield, that guy is a breakout star waiting to happen. He's a movie star waiting to fucking happen. He is. Tessa Thompson giving another great performance as another great ride or die girlfriend. You know, it was like she's lovable. You know, Tessa Thompson is just lovable. She's a lovable, just lovable actress. You know, that's all she is. He's just lovable. There's a great scene in Danny Glover. Danny Glover? This is Danny Glover's best performance in a long time. You're like, he's not phoning it in this one. He's not phoning it in at all in this one. But there's a great scene in this movie where like it's a joke in this movie. I'm not gonna spoil a joke. You gotta go see the movie. You gotta go see the movie for yourself. Check it out, man. But there's a joke in here where like it's just pretty much like a run-on joke. And like just the two of the main characters just going at it with each other, but it's hilarious. You got to check it out, man. Like it's a kind of a scene in like towards like the middle of the movie, but great movie. Boots Riley. This guy's Boots Riley's first movie, and he hit it out of the park. The ending's a little weird. Like towards the half end, it gets a little odd. It gets a little odd, so don't be alarmed. I'm warning you. If you see, it's gonna get fucking weird towards the end. It's gonna be just a normal movie, and then it gets batshit crazy towards the end. Just letting you know. Just letting you fucking know. That's it. Just great movie. Boots Riley's first movie, knocked it out of the park. I can't wait to see what else he has in store for us. If this is his first movie and he knocks it out of the park so perfectly with this one, I can't wait to see what else he has next. Sorry to Bother You, #1. Those are my top 10 best movies of 2018. I'll probably be back next week with an update. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. It's Mikey Explains Everything. All one word, of course. Just check that out. Go on Instagram, check that out. I'm going to try to be a little bit more active on Instagram. I'm not that very active on social media, you know, but if you like the video, like, share, don't forget to subscribe, because you might see something you like. So until next time, peace.